Hi, today we are going to see the 74th stotra. Manojavastirtakaro vasuretha vasupradha vasupradho vasudevo vasurvasumanahavihi. Manojava. Mano means mind. Java means the speed. It is like the milliseconds, fraction of the milliseconds. So Bhagavan is all pervading. So it will take no time for Bhagavan to reach one place. He is so speed like the speed of our mind. Mano Java. Java is the speed and Mano is the mind. So he can travel at the speed of our mind. For mind, it travels like fraction of the millisecond. If we want to think about something, our mind just goes over there. So Bhagavan is faster than all those who run after him. So Bhagavan can reach the devotee to remove suffering and ignorance. So Bhagavan has that all-pervading property. That means it is like the fleet of as mind. The Bhagavan's movement is so fast. And when we feel anxious about something, Bhagavan will be there in one way or other to help and support us. So that's why he is called Manojava. Next one is Tirthakara. Means Tirtha means Vidya. Kara means Karastamakaradu. Who has gained it. Karam means hand. Kara means who has something in hand. That means who knows it. So Tirthakara means Bhagavan knows that particular branch of knowledge or skill. So he is the teacher of Tirtha, or he is the author of Vidya, or he is the author of the auxiliary science. So he has the knowledge in every branch. That's why he is called Tirthakara. So Tirtha means knowledge, Kara means who have in them. That's why he is called Tirthakara. Vasuretha. So Vasuretha, when we write, we will write as Vasuretha. Vasuretha means, Vasu means gold. Here the meaning is gold. Retha means who has the essence of it. Means Bhagavan in the beginning of creation, only he was there. So he did all his creation starting from the ocean. That is, the water is the main thing that he used for creation. That's why whenever you are pregnant, the baby is first formed in the mother's womb. There will be fluid, amniotic fluid. So the creation is happening always in the water. So there is a very big important role that plays in the water for the creation. Even in the pregnancy, the level of amniotic fluid is very important for the safety of the baby. So same way, in the beginning of creation, Bhagavan dropped the essence into the water. In the same way, he is giving life starting with the water. What happens? From there, golden egg is coming. where Lord Brahma is created. So Bhagavan is considered to be the womb of all creation. That's why he is called Hiranyagarbha, the golden womb. That's why he is called Vasuretha. Vasu means the gold and Retha means the essence. So he has the golden essence that he is using to create all the life. Next one is Vasupradha. Here the Vasu means the wealth. Pradha means who have a lot of it. That means in abundance. So Vasu is the wealth and Pradha means who has in abundance. So Bhagavan has everything in abundance. Here the Vasu means money, property, grains, possession or progeny. Progeny means that you get inherited from our forefathers. That inheritance. So everything Bhagavan has in abundance, or he is the master of all the wealth. So he nourishes and maintains it with Devi Lakshmi, who is there in his heart. So he has everything, and this is only because of his grace, and he is free giver of wealth. What we have, we save it. We will think a lot of times to share or give. Even the knowledge, we think a lot to give. Only if you give, we will remember and it will stay in our mind, and we will have more of the knowledge that we get from others. So Bhagavan is the free giver of all the wealth that we think is most important. Money, property, grains, possession and progeny. That's why he is called Vasupradha. And this is all happening because of the Lakshmi Devi with him. Now the next one is, it also has the similar word, Vasupradho. Here the Vasu means, according to Bhagavan, the highest of all the wealth is the moksha, giver of salvation. Vasu means moksham, Pradho means who is giving. So Bhagavan is the giver. That's why he is called giver of salvation or the moksha. Next one is Vasudevo. It is called Vasudevo because he has taken the avataram of Krishna Bhagavan, where he is the son of Vasudeva. If you are son of Vasudeva, you are called Vasudeva. So it is also called that Vasu plus Deva. So Vasu again means one who dwells in all creatures, where he is there to control the ego. So the egocentric individuality, that is Jiva Rupa, Jivatma, Paramatma. Jivatma is the body, Paramatma is the soul. So in all the Jivatma, Bhagavan is there as the Paramatma. So Jivatma is called Vasu, and Deva means one who reveals each creation. One who reveals the creator reveals each creation as Jiva entity. That means we are giving importance to the things, person, that is beings, emotions, thoughts. For all these four things, Bhagavan is controlling our mind with the help of Maya. That's why we are always in the confused state, because we cannot differentiate between Maya and the reality. So we have to have more intellect knowledge to know the power of Bhagavan, so that we will come out of Maya. We will know the things are not important. The beings, the humans, the person that we are thinking, they are not important. The emotions that we show, the sadness, the anger, the happiness, or the things that we uh, feel that it's ours, those things are not important. Or the thoughts, like we think it will happen like this, or we have lots of thoughts in us, those are not important, and that is not the real thing, that is all Maya. So when we know that the only the Atma or the soul inside us is the reality, then we will have the power to reach the Bhagavan. That's why he is called Vasudeva. So Bhagavan in Bhagavad Gita has explained that he is the beginning, he is the middle, and he is the end of all the beings. And he said that everything emerged from Bhagavan, and everything exists in Bhagavan, and everything comes back to Bhagavan. So everything is Bhagavan. We are the part of Bhagavan, or we have the Bhagavan in ourselves. We also has the power. Only thing, the Maya is covering everything. That's why we have to realize the truth. That's why he's called Vasudeva. Next one is Vasu. Vasu means he has the power to dwell in all creations. That means he has the only place who gives refuge to everybody. So Vasu means the place where one can stay forever and where they get the support and protection. That is only Bhagavan's place, Vaikuntha. Vasu Mana. Vasu Mana means Mana means mind. Vasu means things. One whose mind dwells equally in all things. When you start considering every person equally, when you start considering all the things that you are dearer to you and those you do not like, those things also equally, or when you have the power to consider your emotions equally, when you have the power to control your thoughts equally, at that time we will have the power to realize Bhagavan, and whatever we think, it will happen. Whatever we talk, it will happen. We will get that power into it because we started thinking everything equally. That's why Bhagavan is called Vasumana, because he thinks everything equally. He considers everything equally. In his mind, all the Vasu or the things are equal. That's why it's called Vasumana. That is, he is given attention, or he is concerned of all the beings equally. He's treating everybody equally. That is, he is omnipresent. That's why Bhagavan is called Vasumana. Next is Havi. Havi means the sacrificial offering that we are giving to him. That offering is called Brahman. The offering is nothing. We do not need to do a homam, or we do not need to do some special puja for the Bhagavan's offering. Just he needs 2 seconds dedicating ourselves and imagine Bhagavan in front of us and say Hare Rama. That's the only thing Bhagavan is considering the sacrificial offering. Tell in slokas, chants mantras, or if you get time, if you are able to remember Bhagavan, that is called sacrificial offering, because we are sacrificing our time for Bhagavan. He is the creator. He created us. So we should spend some time to think of our creator. Without him, we are not here. So when we start thinking of it, we will slowly make Bhagavan closer to us. So that's why Bhagavan is called Havi. So here we are seeing the names. മനോജവ തീർത്ഥകര വസുരേത വസുപ്രദ വാസുപ്രദ വാസുദേവ vasu vasumana havi. So we'll be reaching the 698th namam of Vishnu Bhagavan. Manojava tirthakaro vasuretha vasupradaka vasupradho vasudevo vasur vasumana havihi.